Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Anisha Putri Rahmawati, NPM 2341257, Class Akati 23A. Here I will explain about the topic allocating the value of the acquisition into goodwill. In a business combination, when a parent company acquires control over a subsidiary, the acquisition cost must be allocated to the identifiable asset acquired and liabilities assumed at their fair values. Any excess of the acquisition cost over the fair value of the identifiable net asset is recognized as a goodwill. Goodwill represents the future economic benefit arising from assets that are not individually identified and separately recognized. It typically includes factors such as brand reputation, customer loyalty, employee expertise, and synergies expected from combining operations. The allocating process begins by first identifying and measuring all tangible and intangible assets and liabilities of the acquired entity at their respective fair value on the acquisition date. Examples of tangible assets include property, plant, and equipment, while intangible assets may include patents, trademarks, and customer relationship. After the fair value have been determined, the next step is to compare the total acquisition cost, which includes the purchase price paid and contingent consideration and direct acquisition related costs, if applicable, to the fair value of the net identifiable assets. The fair value of the net identifiable asset is calculated by subtracting the fair value of liabilities assumed from the fair value of identifiable asset acquired. If the acquisition cost exceeds the fair value of the net identifiable assets, the difference is recorded as goodwill in the consolidated statement of financial position. Goodwill is classified as an intangible asset and is subject to annual impairment testing rather than systematic amortization. On the other hand, if the fair value of the net identifiable asset exceeds the acquisition cost and acquired recognize a gain or bargain purchase immediately in the profit or loss statement. It is important to note that the allocation of the acquisition cost to identifiable assets and liabilities must be done with great care and based on appropriate valuation technique. Mistakes in the initial measurements can result in material misstatements in the consolidated financial statements. The proper recognition and allocation of goodwill are crucial because goodwill often represents a significant portion of the total asset in many acquisitions. Impairment can have major effect on future earnings and shareholder perceptions. In summary, allocating the value of the acquisition into goodwill involves 1. Identifying and measuring at identifiable assets acquired and liabilities assumed at fair value. 2. Calculating the fair value of the net assets. 3. Comparing the acquisition cost to the fair value of net assets. 4. Recognizing any excess as goodwill of, or if applicable, recognizing a gain from a bargain purchase. By carefully performing these allocations, companies ensure compliance with accounting standards such as IFRS 3 business combination or related national standards, and they provide stakeholders with a transparent and accurate view of the economic impact of the acquisition. That is all, and thank you.